The shocking deaths of Hollywood legend Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa have left the public in disbelief, with more questions than answers. What appeared to be a tragic but ordinary end to a long and accomplished life is, in reality, a mystery shrouded in suspicion, secrecy, and a maze of inconsistencies. At the center of this storm is Leslie Hackman, Gene Hackman's daughter, whose statements and actions have raised more eyebrows than any of the investigation's findings. Was it truly an accident, or could something darker be at play? For years, the world has known Gene Hackman as one of Hollywood's greatest icons. His career spanned decades, and his iconic roles in films such as The French Connection and Unforgiven made him a household name. But behind the scenes, a different story was unfolding, one that few were privy to until after his death. Gene Hackman, the same man who once captivated audiences with his performances, had been living in near-total isolation, cut off from the world, including his own daughter. Leslie Hackman, the daughter of this Hollywood legend, always painted a picture of a close and loving relationship with her father. She described regular phone calls, visits, and shared moments that reassured the public that their bond remained strong. In interviews, she spoke with fondness about the man she called her father, sharp, insightful, and still passionate about books and films, even in his later years. But as the investigation unfolded after his death, these statements began to unravel. Leslie claimed to have spoken with him every week, but phone records contradicted this, revealing that there had been very little communication in the year leading up to his death. Why the discrepancy? Was she lying, or had she been kept in the dark about his condition? The death of Gene Hackman was initially ruled as natural, compounded by the effects of old age and Alzheimer's. Yet as the truth slowly came to light, it was revealed that Hackman had suffered from much more than just Alzheimer's. He had endured heart attacks, cardiovascular issues, and a steep decline in his mental and physical health. His final months were marked by isolation, with no visitors except for his wife, Betsy Arakawa. Neighbors revealed that Hackman had not been seen outside of his home for months. How could Leslie, who claimed to have a close relationship with him, not have noticed these signs of severe decline? Was it possible that she was lying, or did she simply not know? The investigation dug deeper, revealing even more shocking details. In addition to the mysterious circumstances surrounding Hackman's death, Betsy Arakawa's death added another layer of complexity to the situation. Arakawa, too, had been living in relative isolation, and when she was found dead, it was revealed that she had contracted a rare virus that typically results from exposure to rodents. The virus had developed silently, with symptoms only becoming apparent just days before her death. Could this virus have contributed to her death? Was it possible that her death was related to Hackman's death, perhaps even linked by a shared exposure to the same dangerous environment? As details about the couple's health conditions came to light, Leslie Hackman's own testimony came under intense scrutiny. She had initially claimed that her father was in perfect health, still sharp and actively engaged with the world, but medical reports painted a far different picture. Hackman had been suffering from advanced Alzheimer's for years, with significant memory loss, including the inability to recognize old friends or even his wife at times. But Leslie had insisted that her father was still the strong man he once was. How could she have been unaware of the serious health issues he faced? Leslie's public statements were further questioned when she suggested that her father's death had been caused by a gas leak in their home. This theory, while dramatic, was quickly dismissed by authorities, leaving many to wonder why Leslie had even proposed it. Was she simply trying to explain away the tragedy, or was there something more behind her insistence on this theory? Was she hiding something? The investigation into Hackman's death had already cast doubt on Leslie's version of events, and her suggestion of a gas leak only seemed to fuel the fire. Despite the mounting evidence, Leslie continued to paint a picture of a close-knit family, insisting that she had spoken to her father regularly, despite records showing that the opposite was true. Even more concerning was her request to take control of her father's estate after his death. Leslie's attempt to alter her father's will, ensuring that she would receive a larger share of the inheritance, raised red flags for many. Was she truly grieving the loss of her father, or was she more concerned with securing her financial future? The media frenzy surrounding Leslie Hackman's actions has added a layer of complexity to an already emotionally charged situation. Public opinion is divided. Some believe that Leslie was unaware of the true extent of her father's health problems, kept in the dark by her stepmother Betsy, who controlled access to Hackman's life. Others suspect that Leslie was more aware than she let on, and that she has been hiding the truth for reasons only she knows. Could it be that Leslie was more concerned with maintaining the image of a loving daughter than facing the uncomfortable reality of her father's decline? As the investigation continues, many questions remain unanswered. What really happened in those final months of Gene Hackman's life? Why did he and his wife live in such isolation? Was it truly the result of a desire for privacy, or was there something more sinister at play? Was Leslie complicit in hiding the truth, or was she simply unaware of the severity of her father's condition? The tragic deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa have captivated the public's attention, sparking debates about family secrets, the responsibility of loved ones, and the lengths people will go to protect their reputations. But as the investigation progresses, it becomes increasingly clear that the answers we seek may not be as simple as they first appeared. Leslie Hackman's testimony is one of the key pieces to uncovering the truth. But will she provide the answers we need, or will her own actions only add to the mystery? The mystery surrounding Gene Hackman's death has raised many difficult questions, but perhaps the most pressing question is this: did Leslie truly not know about her father's health issues, or was she hiding something far more complicated? As the investigation unfolds, we are left with a sense of unease, knowing that the truth may be far more complicated and far darker than we ever imagined. This story, much like the lives of the people involved, is filled with twists and turns. As the investigation continues, there is no telling where it will lead or what shocking revelations we will uncover next. Will the truth ever be fully revealed, or will it remain hidden, buried beneath layers of secrecy and confusion? One thing is certain: the story of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa will continue to captivate the public's imagination, and the questions surrounding their deaths will remain a mystery that lingers for years to come. So, as you sit with this story, remember, sometimes the truth is not what it seems at first glance. It can be hidden beneath layers of secrecy, behind walls of silence, and buried deep in the hearts of those who wish to keep it that way. But eventually the truth has a way of coming to the surface, and when it does, it will undoubtedly be more shocking than anything we could ever have imagined. Will Leslie Hackman reveal the truth, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure: the mystery of Gene Hackman's death, and the events that followed, is far from over. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the tangled web of secrets and lies, and keep watching to discover what shocking twists lie ahead in this story that just keeps getting darker and more intriguing. The truth is out there, and it's waiting to be uncovered. But as with all mysteries, we must be patient, watchful, and ready for the surprises that are sure to come. Keep your eyes open, because in the world of secrets and lies, the next shocking revelation could come at any moment. The search for the truth continues, and the story of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, remains far from finished. What lies ahead is anyone's guess, but one thing is certain: this is a story that will continue to captivate and confuse us for years to come. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to dig deeper into the mystery.